Hello, 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 everyone. I am excited to be back. We are a couple of days away from Thanksgiving, and I am excited to share with you what I can share with you, the things that I've been working on this month, which isn't going to look like a lot, but I have been so busy. Welcome. My name is Christie Archer of Christie Archer Designs. This is a mostly knitting podcast, and this is where I share my makes and projects and all of that fun stuff with you. I hope you enjoy your visit. If you are new here, thank you so much for checking out my channel. I hope you will enjoy your stay here, and I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you enjoy this podcast, if you can give it a thumbs up, that would be amazing. It helps other people find my podcast a little easier. And if you have anything you want to share with me, you can chat with me in the comment box. If you are a returning viewer, you know how thankful and grateful I am for you visiting with me every month. I enjoy our time together so much. With all of that out of the way, I'm going to jump right in. Like I said, it's not going to look like I've done a lot this month, and there are two reasons for that I'll get into in just a little bit. But I have two tiny little FOs for you this month. The first one I showed as a whip last month, and the other one I'm wearing, so I'll talk about that in a minute. But this is my Simply Irresistible Mohair sock, and it is available as of now on Ravelry and on Lovecrafts. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Knitpicks. I was looking at something. Sorry. Knitpicks. That is where you can find all of my patterns on Ravelry and a good many of them on Knitpicks. This was sponsored by Knitpicks, and it is out of their Hawthorne sock and Aloft Mohair held together. And I talked about the colors last time. I cannot remember. The Aloft I used was Plover, and the Hawthorne I used, I cannot remember the names of the colors of either one of those, but if you want more information, I talk about this in more detail in my last podcast. This is a cuff down sock. It has a unique construction in that I use very specific stitches that work together to naturally shape with your foot without having to do any kind of special heel construction. So this is a fantastic pattern for gift knitting. If anybody is working on some gift knits or is looking for a great gift knit idea, these are fantastic. I have an entire line of Simply Irresistible socks and more that I will be putting out. I'm going to try next year to put out one new sock pattern per month. So this has been this has been received very well by the community, and I am excited to give an option for those that either don't enjoy the heel construction or they just can't get detailed measurements in order to put in a heel. This, you don't have to have detailed measurements at all. You just have to know an approximate size. And the pattern is sized from toddler all the way up through extra large. You would think I would know this. Let me pull up my pattern real quick. Yes, 2XL. So it will fit the entire family with the exception for babies. And these, having the mohair, feels like little bunnies on your feet. It is so soft. I love it. So if you are looking for a new Simply Irresistible pattern, this one is now available. You can knit it also, you can knit it one color. You don't have to use 2 different colors. So you have the option for both of those. The next I'm going to show was actually an FO last month, but since I'm talking about socks, I just wanted to go ahead and share this. This is my new sock, and by the time this podcast is live, this sock pattern will be available. So I'll be able to put links and everything in the description box. I just realized I've got it on twisted, but not twisted, but anyway. This is going to be called, where is it? Because I ended up changing the name. What did I go with? Okay, sorry. This one is going to be called Simply Irresistible Socks Thistle Seeds. And that is because the texture has these little slipped stitches with the yarn in front, and it looks kind of like thistle seeds. I also have a shawl by that name, and it's a similar texture. These are so comfortable. I made these out of Yarn Nouveau's sock. The base is the Bliss base, and it is an MCN. This base is amazing. This is probably, it's a really comfortable sock. I'm very, very, very pleased with this. And so, like I said, once again, top down, I will be in the future, not too far off, I'm going to be including also toe up construction instructions with every single one of my patterns. So you will have the option of top cuff down or toe up. But for right now, they are currently written cuff down. And again, this can be done two-toned, or if you want to use 3 colors, you could, or just 1 color. So Simply Irresistible Socks Thistle Seeds, and that will be available real soon. Again, toddler through XXL. Okay, then the second last FO that I have is my newest cardigan pattern that I am now looking for testers for. And this one, because we are going over the holiday month, or over a heavy holiday time, I'm actually going to be running this test through the end of February, and I'm going to list it the 1st of March. So it's a lot of time to get this project done, but I did that, like I said, because I know how busy the holidays are for everyone. So this one is, okay, this cardigan is made out of Knit Picks Wool of the Andes superwash tweed, and it gives such a beautiful look. I love tweed. I love tweeds and heathers, heathered yarns. This one I have named Sticks and Stones, and the reason for that is it is trimmed in a garter, which kind of reminds me of stones, pebbly stones, and it also has trim in a 1x1 rib, so it's kind of like the sticks and then the stones, and then also just the natural look of the tweed. I thought that was very apropos for the name of this. So I'm going to stand up and show you what it looks like. Give me just a second. Okay, so this is Sticks and Stones cardigan, and it is top down. You start with the collar, and you do raglan increases, and there are, as of right now, I hope I was able to do this. I think I've done something kind of neat. I did the construction so that there are no stitches to pick up under the arms. So you will just knit down per size, and it is shaped such that you do not have to do any underarm, extra underarm stitches. It has 8 buttons. I can button it up real quick. So you could wear it as a sweater, or you could wear it over a top, either way. It is written to have 0 to 4 inches of positive ease. I've done mine with 0. And it has a 4-inch, couldn't find my buttonhole. It has a 4-inch garter hem, which gives just the nicest shaping. If you go with a 0 ease, if you go with 0 inches of ease, it just naturally has, because garter is just naturally wider than stockinette, so it sits really nice on the hips. And yeah, I love it. I absolutely love this cardigan. Give me a sec to sit back down and we'll talk about it some more. Okay, so if you remember, if you are not new here, I talked about this. The initial design for this, I had a smocked hem for it, and it just did not show up very well with the tweed. So I played around with a couple of different hem options, or different trim options, and the squishiness and the, I don't know, to me it's just such a pristine, this yarn knits up the garter stitch so beautifully. It really does. It just suits this yarn. So I made the changes and finished it up, and I just put it on. I just finished blocking it and just put it on. So I'm excited to get some use out of this. So Sticks and Stones cardigan, and if you would like to be a tester, it is sized 30 inches up to, sorry, I'm trying really hard to do this without glasses today. It's up to 58 inches. If you would like a larger size, I will be happy to go up larger. I just never can seem to get testers for my patterns in anything larger than a 58. But if you are interested in testing a larger size, it is not a problem. I can do the math and add the larger sizes. But as of right now, it's written for sizes 30 inch to 58 inch. And like I said, that can be worn with 0 to positive 4 inches of ease, or 0 to 10 centimeters of ease. There are a lot of needle sizes involved in order to help give the shape that's needed, and the different stitches need different needle sizes. So there are 4 different needle sizes used. One of them is optional. If you want a looser sleeve, which is what I have here, I went with a 1 size larger needle for the sleeves. If you prefer your sleeves to be a little more fitted, you can go with the same size you use for the body. And then also keep in mind that if you're going with 0 inches of ease, you'll probably want to go up a needle size, like I've done here. But say I went with 4 inches of positive ease, I probably wouldn't need to go up a needle size, if that makes sense. Okay, so those are my FOs, but what I have been working on this month, why I don't have any more knitting done, because both of my FOs were just about done last month. So I really haven't done a lot of knitting. But what I've been working on was the boxes for the knit along that I have going December 1st. Everybody should have their boxes by now, but I'm not going to do a unboxing until December 1st, just to make sure everybody has their boxes. But I had so much fun doing these boxes. It was it's a very intimate cowl. There are only 12 of us, I think, total doing this. So it's very, very intimate. But because it was so intimate, I was really able to go all out. And I did go all out. Did so many extras. I just kept thinking, oh, I could do this, and oh, I could do that, and oh, I could do this. So there, if you haven't received your box yet, I hope you are as excited about it as I was making it. The wrapping of it, I mean, down to the tiniest details. I just had so much fun. So a good bit of time was spent doing all of that. Oh, and if you did purchase and you have received it, I am going to be sending the sock pattern to everybody at one time, but I wanted to let everybody get their boxes first, and the sock pattern that you will be receiving is this sock pattern. So I wanted it to be done with testing and everything, so that will be sent to you soon. Okay, and then the other thing that that has had me insanely busy this month is I decided, don't ask me why, well, I know why, but I decided that I was going to sew up 70 plus project bags so that Black Friday, I could do a huge Black Friday sale. The month of December, I'm taking off from my business, and I actually start a job. I talked about this last time. For the first time in over 20 some odd years, I got a job outside of the home. So I'm really excited about that, and I start that December 1st, and I'm also going to be vlogging the month of December. So anyway, I thought I would get a lot of sewing done, and boy, was it a lot. And I'm actually still doing the final touches on them, but I wanted to go ahead and share some of the bags with you. And some of these are very, very limited, one, maybe two, and then some of them there's quite a few of. So if you see one that you like, jump on it really, really fast, because there may not be many of the one that you like. And it's not that I was trying to be exclusive or anything, but I was using up fabrics that I already had. And then some of them I was just getting enough to do 2 bags because I wanted to have a good selection. But I just could not add any more bags than 2 as far as the construction of them. Okay, I have babbled enough. Some of these fabrics will be familiar. They were fabrics that I already had in my shop, but the bags have changed very, very, very slightly, and I'll talk about that. These are all sock project sized bags. I guess I don't have to open up all of them, but this one is my, oh, that is showing up bright. And it is bright, but goodness, that's actually a good representation right there. Okay, so it is the same size as all of my other sock project bags. The difference is because I was doing so many bags at one time, the store did not have enough of the webbing that I used to do the handles. So none of these will have handles, but I mean, this is how I grab mine all the time anyway. I thought it's probably not that big of a deal. And then also the bottoms of the bag, they did not have enough of the material I normally use for the bottom. So I had to switch a material, but it looks the same. And they, of course, have my stamp inside. So that is the details on them. If you need the measurements, they are 5 inches this way, maybe 6 inches this way. They're 10 inches across and maybe 9 inches high. I can't remember the exact details, but you can get an approximate idea. Okay, so that is one print. I'm trying to show you one bag of each print that is going to be available. This one I just thought was super cute. The little gingerbread houses. And this one, I wanted some that were seasonal and then some that were not seasonal. So this one is just a beautiful brown and aqua. It goes well with what I'm wearing. Has a little bit of a sparkle to it. So that one is available. And for those that love, I'm going to try to get a, there we go. For some reason, these that are pastel are doing better up close. The print on this is beautiful roses, vining. This one's a cute coral with some aqua, pops of aqua and mint green. And this one's one of my favorites. I love this print. Those colors, as you guys know, blue and green. Of course, I love it. Oh, I had this one in there twice. Okay, don't need to see that one again. This one I adore. For those of you that need a little bit of happiness and sunshine in your life, this is so cheerful. It would, you know, if you want to, these are going to make great gifts. And also these are going to be $10 off every bag for Black Friday. If you're doing these for a gift, which these would make fantastic gifts, if you know somebody that's maybe been sick or maybe gets a little depressed in the wintertime, this is a great one to uplift. This one is, I really love this one. I think this one is one of my favorites. I love dogwoods, and that corally orange color with that green is just gorgeous. This one's really sweet for winter. Got little winter penguins. Sorry, they still need to be properly pressed. If they still look a little wrinkled, sorry about that. But a cute little winter print. And this one I love. It is so adorable. If you're into baking, or I don't know why these are blowing out so much. The red's a lot darker than it's showing. And then the aqua's blowing out. I'm trying to get a good representation. Anyway, aquas and reds, and when I saw this, I was like, oh, I want to make some sock yarn to go specifically with this bag. Those colors for holiday socks, or just for everyday socks. But that's for the baker in your life. And another pretty wintry vibe. Yeah, that's probably a better representation of the colors. But you can see the cute little butterflies and mushrooms and snails. And this is an oldie, but very popular, my fruits. And for those that love the beach, have the cute little penguins in the wellies. This one and the dogwood, I love this color. It's just so pretty. And And this one is a very popular one. And again, the brights are just going so bright today for some reason. But yeah, you can tell the black is actually a black, but it's going gray. So it's darker than that. But anyway, this one's a very popular one. And then I have two others, but I have projects in them. So I thought I would show them with my projects. This is adorable. Isn't that cute? And I didn't get a lot of this one because, again, this was just me trying to add more choices. So there's only two of these. And I'll talk about what's in there in just a minute. And then this one is just so cute. And again, it's blowing out, but the little gnomes. Okay, so I will show you what is inside these. We'll go with this one first. This was a womp. It was supposed to be a finished project, but I ran out of yarn. Now I don't know what to do. So this is the Thistle seed sock, and I'll get it on a sock blocker real quick. This was the two-toned version. I was using leftover yarn from my Mohair socks. So this is Hawthorne, and then the black is some of my hand-dyed yarn. Wow. Trying to make it look nice. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that on there even. That's okay. You get the idea. So cute. So cute. I thought the colors were fun together. But I got to this point and ran out of yarn. So I'm thinking about maybe looking on Ravelry and see if anybody has some D-stash, and then I can rip back a good ways and start alternating the skeins because I know I'm not going to get the same dye lot. But let's see, I got about, that's how much I'm missing. Just that little bit. I was hoping I was going to have enough. I really was. And I knew I was playing yarn chicken, but I didn't think I was playing yarn chicken that bad. So let's see if I can find some D-stash from somebody. I really don't want to buy a whole nother skein just to finish that. And there's my hand-dyed yarn. And I think this one was called Spilled Ink. The tag's in there, but $75.25. All right, so that was a failed FO. Not failed, but failed. And in this is waiting to be knit. I caked up my Daisy Stitch Co. holiday yarn, which is self-striping. And I haven't caked up the minis yet, but this I just thought was perfect for this bag. I know it looks like the reds are not the same, but they actually are closer. But anyway, so that is going to be a December project. And obviously my cowl is going to be a December project. I guess we're getting into, oh, no, I do have one other whip to show before I start talking about December knitting, which this may go over into December knitting. I really don't want it to, but I'm kind of, I knew when I got the yarn, well, I didn't know when I got the yarn. I wasn't thinking when I got the yarn, and I only got one skein of each, and I needed two of these two. So I'm trying to decide what to do with the sleeves. I'm thinking of maybe, I still have yarn of this left over. And if I used it with the leftover of the white, I should have enough to do 2 long sleeves. So I'm thinking of just doing random stripes for the sleeves. I'm kind of stuck on not sure what to do with it, but this is, for those of you that do not know, this is my classic candy corn pattern, and it is done out of Knit Picks Heatherly Sport, which is an amazing yarn. Absolutely love it. It is just gorgeous. This is Atmosphere and Snowflake, Atmosphere, and project sitting on my bed, on my project table. I have a little table beside my knitting chair. Do you guys knit in the same place for the most part, or do you just knit wherever? I generally am in the same spot, so I have a little setup in there. But anyway, so that's that. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. Do you guys think it would look okay to just do random stripes for the sleeves? And then I'm thinking if I do random, I have 2 options there. Decisions. I can do both sleeves exactly the same with random stripes, or just do them completely different and really just play up the randomness of it. Or I could just do them short sleeves or 3/4 sleeves. I'm not sure. So I'm playing around with that. That's the only reason I'm not 100% positive that it's going to be done before December. And if it doesn't get done before December, it may be one that I just put on hold until after January, or after December, sometime in January, because I really want mindless knits just for the pure fun of knitting for the month of December. And I'm really looking forward to that. I showed last time yarn I got for a shawl I'm wanting to make the month of December. So I have 2 pairs of socks and a shawl, and I did order more yarn. It's not in yet. I was hoping to be able to show you guys. But I think I'm gonna make just some basic top-down raglan sweaters. I ordered some of the upcycle alpaca yarn from Knit Picks in 3 different colors. So I'll probably work on those over Christmas, and then I'll probably do a new pair of arm warmers because I wear those at night when I'm reading. We turn the air down pretty low. If you're not new here, I'm in the desert of Southern California. And so we turn the AC down pretty low for nighttime. And my arms get cold when I read. So I just throw on some arm warmers while I'm reading and then take them off before I go to bed. But yeah, I know this is not a very long podcast compared to my normal 2-hour podcasts. Let me check and make sure that was everything I needed to talk about. We're only 30 minutes in. I have been, I have been doing my daughter and I are still doing our scrapbooking. I'll show that with Vlogmas. We're having fun with that. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Oh, one other thing I'm thinking about, but it depends on the sweaters. Another thing I'm thinking about is possibly working on a blanket, just a real tiny lap blanket over the month of December. I just thought that would be fun. I do get chilly back in my room where I knit during the daytime because we have the AC going. And it's hot at the front of the house, it's cold at the back of the house. So I'm thinking about making me a little throw to put over my legs while I'm knitting. And again, I'm thinking I'm gonna keep that fairly simple, either like a seed stitch or a garter stitch or something that's reversible. Yeah, I'm not really sure yet. I may just do a 1x1 rib because I have a scarf that I made back when we were living in Massachusetts, and I love that scarf, and it's a 1x1 rib, and it's so squishy. So I may just do a 1x1 rib. I'm not sure, just the look I'm going for. Pearl Soho has a scarf that I've made before. I wish I could remember the name of it. But it is a 1x1 rib that with cabling, but because it's 1x1 rib, it's reversible, so you can see the cables on both sides. And I've thought about doing that for a blanket too. That would be a lot of fun, just to add something a little bit different, but take that concept and make it, you know, bigger. And I'm just wanting a square shaped lap blanket. So I may do that, but that is pretty much it for the month of November. Like I said, I will be vlogging for the month of December. That was another reason why I cleared my schedule and decided not to do any gift knitting this year. I want to just be able to relax the month of December. I wanted to be able to vlog and take you guys along with me on my holiday journey. I may actually start my vlogging a little early because I start work December 1st and because we normally put up our Christmas tree on Thanksgiving Day. And so if we do that, I may vlog a little bit early and take you guys on my decorating journey and maybe a little bit of Thanksgiving Day and all of that. So I will be back in just a few days. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out with me, just sharing in the joy of knitting. I know it's a big community, but I don't have anybody close by to talk to about my joy of knitting. So I'm so blessed and thankful to be able to share my journey with you and for you to be able to share your journey with me. So yeah, that's it for this time, and I will see you again in just a few days. Bye.